Why is everyone hating on Shannon Sharpe? Why is everyone hating on Unc? Let's talk about this. Well, Unc have a tremendous platform that anytime you get to a part of life that you get success, hate will come. Unc platform is so huge right now that it's taken over the whole media facilities in the black genre, in the black community, in the urban hip hop world. Everybody is talking about Shannon Sharpe Club Shay Shay podcast or his second podcast, the Nightcap thing. Everything is surrounded these guys. So Shannon Sharpe is getting more views on Club Shay Shay, sometimes on one video, than a lot of podcasters that are real successful are getting for the whole year. So that breeds hate. When Shannon Sharpe numbers is going skyrocket and your numbers are going down, that breeds hate. When Shannon Sharpe is sitting down having interviews with the people that you want to have interviews with, that breeds hate. When Shannon Sharpe does an interview and it does astronomical numbers, that breeds hate. That breeds people to talk about it in a way as saying Shannon's being messy, saying the podcast is a gossip podcast, or that's just their way of throwing a little salt in Shannon's game. Now, when you're at the top of the pinnacle, Shannon Sharpe has to realize that these are the things that happen. Shannon Sharpe have to realize that this is not like back in the days when he was like a top football player, a top tight end, I think, and people are talking. Well, you only hear it on games, and if you're traveling, you might hear the hate here and there. When it's a social media era now, Shannon Sharpe is going to see that hate, going to get that hate every day. Somebody's going to screenshot a video. Somebody's going to forward a video to him. Somebody's going to, give him quote from what the other guys are saying. And some of these guys that he thought he was cool with and that he thought it was his friends, when they hear them saying certain things, it's going to bother them. It bother anybody. Let's just be real. We can all say that we don't care what people think, but in all actuality, we do. We don't want people to think bad of us. We don't want people to criticize us. We don't want people to act like whatever we're doing is not good. It's not great. We're not making leaps. And Shannon Sharpe is making crazy leaps right now that brings a lot of jealousy, brings a lot of hate, brings a lot of animosity. And Shannon Sharpe, we're thinking that a lot of these guys were his peers, were showing him respect when he was trying to get to their level. Now that he has surpassed their level, they don't like that. And they're going to talk about him. Like, for instance, Mike Epps. Mike Epps been playing with Shannon Sharpe name for the last couple of days. I mean, about a month now, ever since that Cat Williams interview came out. He wanted to go in there on the platform and do an interview. He even said to himself that he's mad that Cat Williams didn't call his name out. He got a special coming out, and he needed the press. So he started throwing shots at Shannon Sharpe because he wasn't able to get on the platform. That now it looks like he's going to be on the platform. I'm not sure if he is for a fact, but they say they have talked and they're going to sit down and have a conversation. Well, them sitting down and having a conversation might as well be monetary to Shannon Sharpe. Me personally, I would have turned it down because that's exactly what Mike Epps wanted. And he's talked himself into getting that if he gets that interview. So I would turn it down. But it's a monetary thing that if they're going to sit down and talk, why not sit down and make it monetized? Why not make it a good interview and throw it on YouTube to collect views? So these are the things that are happening. People are seeing that, hey, you got to go on Club Shay Shay. He's at the pinnacle of his rise right now. And everything that goes on there is getting notoriety. You go sit on that couch with Shannon Sharpe, you going viral. You're going to go viral a few times off a few stuff that you say. And a lot of these guys want these viral moments because these viral moments don't just turn into monetary gain for Shannon Sharpe. It turns into monetary gain for everybody. People start watching your specials. They start paying more attention to you. If you're a musician, they start listening to your music more. It brings attention to you. So a lot of these guys want that attention. Now, Shannon Sharpe, what he's not realizing that even though he's not calling their name, when he's addressing them, you're giving them attention. You're not just saying that I'm not going to call them names. Everybody know who you're talking about when you call these guys' name. And then these guys know that you're talking about them. So they're singing. They're saying your name even louder so everybody can know, hey, he was talking about me. What he said last night, he was talking about me. Him and Corey Alcom with the back and forth. And I can understand Shannon Sharpe. No straight man wants to sit back and let a couple of men over there just calling you gay for no reason. Like, Corey Holcomb is always calling somebody gay. I don't know. Corey Holcomb is the king of finding out who is gay and who is not gay. I don't know who crowned him that way or who gave him that powers, but he's the gay whisperer, I guess. So he knows how to figure out if you gay or not when you're in the black community. He got all type of names that he called people when he thinks that they're gay or he should have cast gay on them. And, that's up to him. But for what I'm saying with Shannon Sharpe is the more you acknowledge these haters, the more publicity they get. And I understand that it's hard to ignore people when they're constantly jumping on your name, talking about you, disrespecting you, calling you all type of things. It's hard for you to just sit back and don't say nothing about it. It comes to a point where as a man, when you're making so much money, people think that you just ignore the talk, but it's hard to ignore the talk. I think what Shannon Sharpe has to do, even though he's a media personnel, he's a content creator, he might have to find a way how to take himself off the internet for a while, off the internet for certain type of hours of the day, so he won't see some of these things, or he has to block some of those things. And I know that he also uses some of talking back about the haters talking about him as content, but maybe he just got brushed to the side because he don't need to do that. He makes his own content. Him and Ocha are very great. They're a great team working together. They're exciting. They're hilarious. I enjoy them. They're entertaining. So they don't need haters to make content off of the haters talking about them. So that's all I'm saying. And with Club Shay Shay, we already know what that brings to the table. Club Shay Shay is doing views, is doing crazy views on social media. I think he has elapsed every podcaster in the black community, and probably every other podcaster except for the podcast king, Joe Rogan. Everybody know that Joe Rogan is the podcast king. And it's hard to lap that dude because he's been the dominant podcast king for years. But Uncle Shay Shay got to understand, Uncle Shannon got to understand that, hate's going to come. And I'm pretty sure he understands this. Hate's going to come. And when you're at the top, everybody wants to come at the king. Heavy, but they say heavy is the head that wears the crown. So Shannon Sharpe is the king of podcasts in the black community right now. Whether you like it or not, it's just the facts. Numbers, but they say man lie, women lie, numbers don't. And Shannon Sharpe numbers aren't lying. Shannon Sharpe's are doing ridiculous numbers. He's doing numbers that most podcasters dream they could do. If you get one of Shannon Sharpe interviews right now as a major podcaster and you go viral, it just gets crazy. I understand how YouTube works. So I know when he gets a certain amount of views, I know how the monetary money is clicking there in the background for Shannon Sharpe, and they're milking every second, and because it's a business, and they're getting every bit of monetization out of those interviews, and which they should, because podcasting is a business, and Shannon Sharpe is doing podcasting at the highest level. It's not a little boys level, it's not a little girls level, not a little baby level. He's past, he's out there. He's we'll call him maybe the king right now of black content creators in the podcast fraternity. So, let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Let me know if y'all think that Unc should step back. Unc is taking everything too personal. Let me know what y'all think, man. I'm out.